Well, I had a wonderful day at the park, just relaxing, drinking my good old coffee. Changed up a little bit. Instead of using regular milk, I use coconut milk, but with the same thing in a latte and some peppermint. I have to say, using coconut milk, to me, it brings the peppermint out a lot stronger. It's almost like I'm drinking peppermint in milk, just regular milk. I mean, it's real strong. But with the latte, it quieten it down a little bit, but it does make it stronger. So I can actually taste the coffee, I can taste the peppermint and the milk itself individually. So I'm not going to use regular milk anymore. It kind of kills the flavor of whatever I have in the cup. At least this is the first time I did it. I'm going to keep doing it and see if it persistently doing the exact same thing. But what I want to talk about in this video is something that happened years ago. I mean, like over 30 years ago. Is when I got married. And life was hard to make a family work. Just two of us. Well, it was two of us, but she had a child from her previous marriage. So it's really three, but even if it was just two of us, it was hard back then. I didn't have my own company quite yet. I was still jumping from one job to another. She was actually working at the time we met. So we were pitching pennies, sometimes twice each penny. When we had food stamps, it was actually stamps. It was not no prepaid card or EBT or SNAP or whatever they call it now. It was actually paper. But we had to do what we had to do to make ends meet. After hard work, got my business off the ground, she no longer worked. We discussed it and said we don't need that income that she was making. I am one of them old traditional kind of people that wife sits home, keeps the house nice and clean, takes care of the kids when they come home from school, whatever. So the man can go out there and provide for the home. One provides for the home and the other one keeps the home in order. And it just works. She didn't work maybe for maybe a year after we got together. And it's been great ever since. Not knowing that the BS I would have to go through and be apart from what her and I built. But we built a relationship, a family, and that bond that nothing will tear us apart. So we did what we had to do when I was not there for them 500 some days. We probably wrote more letters in that 512 days than we have ever written in our lives. But it kept us connected when we were not able to be in the presence of each other. Was it hard? Hell yes. Was it aggravating? Yes. Because I lived my life to the point where I'm not going to be in that predicament voluntarily by actually doing anything like that, breaking the law and doing things I don't supposed to do. But it happened anyway. That's one thing about life. You cannot control what happens in your life, but you can control how your life goes. Something bad may happen in your life, but you can control the outcome of your life when you're going through it. Build up relationships that will get you through them hard times. Everybody will have them, some worse than the others. But me, by doing that with my wife, we got through it. Yes, both of us got emotional through that time. But at the end, we're back together as we should be. Nothing will pull us apart. That is probably going to be the worst thing ever come within our circle, let's say. Not between us. Nothing will ever come between us. Things may separate us, but nothing will come between us because of the relationship we have, the bond we have, the love we have for each other, our family, our kids, grandkids. We don't live beyond our means. I mean, here I am, I'm going to be 60 this year, and we are living in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, I think it's 80 feet long, something, I forgot, it's a good size, but that's what we're living in. We're not even buying it, we rent it. We got a good deal. And I have looked around and see what prices are for other mobile homes in our area, immediate area. I mean, within like 2 miles. And some places, same size, is twice as much what we pay. Could we go buy a home? Absolutely. We can go buy one and don't have no payments. We'll just buy it outright, just like I did this car. The salesman says, well, you can put this down and have this kind of payment, and you can pay this down and you can have this kind of payment for this many years. I said, what do I have? What's the bare minimum I have to put down so I don't have no payments at all? I wish I had a camera to look at the expression on his face. He gave me a price. I was like, you gotta do better. I said, that's not much less than what is on the sticker. I said, I'm writing you a check and walking away and not have to come back and make no payments to anybody except maintenance. And I'm coming to y'all to do all the maintenance every 5,000 miles. Unless, of course, I'm driven to Arizona, which I have, and I had to go somewhere else. But I have stuck to that. That's loyal. That's that bond you have. And I've been there every 5,000 to get the tires rotated or anything else I have a problem with, and every 10,000 miles to get the oil changed. And I say hello to that salesman every time. While my car is getting worked on, I go and hunt him down, find out if he's working or not. So far, he's been working every time. But it's them true friends, regardless where you met them in your life. Be loyal, be honest, and they'll be there when you need them. Because anytime I got him in my contacts, if I need him for anything, I can text him and he'll respond back. He's actually reached out to me about a few things, and I responded back. That's what true, honest relationships, bonds that we all need in life. Times can get hard, but you got to do what you got to do to get to the other side. People complain because the SNAP benefit, EBT, whatever, they have to recertify it, and some of them are not getting it. But they claim they've been on it for, 3, 5, 10, 15, 30 years. I think it's time for you to get your ass together and go to work. I don't feel sorry for people that's losing it, that's not willing to go out there and do what it takes to do better for themselves. We used to have food stamps, the paper kind, and use coupons. Some people in line behind us probably hated us with a passion. Oh, here's this idiot using food stamps and coupons. We didn't care. We did what we had to do to survive. We saved every penny possible. Even during the summer when I didn't have any work, we would set the thermostat in the home up so it won't run as much. And we up to the mall just to walk around, to be in air conditioned, somebody else is paying for, and window shop. We had coupons for Chick-fil-A, buy one, get one free. I mean, we get up almost every morning and try to figure out a way that we can get something that we normally do for less or for free. We didn't have checking account, savings account when we started. When I had other jobs before I opened up my own company, I used to go take the check, get it cashed, and had cash to spend. Didn't want back then the banks had a lot of fees. You got to have so much money in there. Well, we wasn't able to keep that much money. So why pay somebody every month just to have an account when we can just get a check cashed for less? Even I got paid like every 2 weeks, and the fees that get the check cashed was less than one fee per month that the bank would charge. And then we found a place that was even less. That one of the companies I used to work for, everybody went there and got their check cashed. So they worked a deal and said, well, if your employees come here and get the check cash, we'll give them this rate. So, you know, you got to work together and find places and things that will save you money. People out there just not willing to do what it takes to better themselves. Even if somebody sit there and slap them in the face for years and telling them and actually proving to them by them showing them how to do it and showing the results if they did it, and they still being a jackass and sit on their backside and refuse to change the way they do things in their life. That's the kind of people, as in my other video, you have to say them words. Goodbye. Good riddance. So long. Farewell. Adios. Nice knowing you. Whatever words you want to use, let them go. Times will get hard. But if you want something bad enough, you got to do what it takes to make it happen. You can't just sit there and expect other people to hand it to you. Even till today, after I've been retired for, this year be 15 years. I still cut my own hair. The last time I checked, the haircut was $18 just for a regular cut. Not if you want it styled at all. If you just want a regular haircut, $18. Well, basically tax and tip and all that, you're looking $25 a month. Every 4 months, every quarter, that's $100. That's what, $300 a year? That's a good chunk of money. Regardless how much money you have to spare. $300 is $300. Even though my expenses have diminished a good portion of them, but my life that I live of saving money, I didn't change it. So I'm making even more money doing little hobbies like the internet. I don't need it, but it keeps me out of the house, keeps me moving physically, so I have good health, so I don't have more doctor bills. I feel better. I get around. I'm still able to climb, cell towers. So it pays off. A lot of people say, well, I'm making more money, I can spend more money. That's where they make a mistake, because they right back in the same ditch, the rut that they were, Stop living beyond your means. Live as if you're not making that much money, even though you may be. And save. Like the old sayings, they always come back. Come around. Save for a rainy day. That's something that's been said for decades, and it's still true today. Another one that I've seen on YouTube a lot that I haven't heard in years. You go effing around, you're going to find out. More you F around, more you're going to find out. Your life is what you make it. You go effing around, well, your life is going to be effed up. So don't go out there and expect other people to make your life better. You have to do it yourself. Because if you don't, it never will. So go out there and make your life better. If you've been making your life hard for years, decades, you got to get yourself out of that rut, out of that situation. And it's not going to happen overnight. You just have to keep working. Get another job. If you got free time, get another job, part-time job. And today it's even easier than it was just 10 years ago. All the gig work, take your phone, turn on an app, and go make money on your own time. Oh man, I don't have nothing to do this afternoon from noon until 5. Turn on DoorDash, Instacart, Uber. There's so many out there now I can't remember. I used to remember it was only like a handful, but now it's 2 handfuls. And there are more coming out all the time. Some more in one area than others, but you have the opportunity to make extra money in your free time. Time is money. That's another old saying. Time is money. And you got more opportunities to make money in your free time. They say, oh, I work 9 to 5. So what? Apps run 24/7. People want that cheeseburger or whatever from whatever store 3 o'clock in the morning. Because some people work at night, 3rd shift. So they're going to be awake. They want some food. Take that opportunity from time to time without killing yourself. Be safe and not deprive yourself of sleep and make extra money. And don't go out there and drive reckless if you're getting too sleepy and everything, and keep having car accidents, and to the point where all the apps start kicking your butt off because you keep having wrecks or speeding or whatever it may be. You keep effing around, you're going to find out. More you F around, more you're going to find out. You keep losing things in life, more you F around. That's just a way of life. So, today is a good day to change that. So get to it.